Hello and welcome to DRMS News. I'm Romina Sanchez.
And I'm Mayra Godley.
Our first segment takes us around the school.
Hey, did you know this is the last week of the first 6 weeks of school? You know what that means.
I'm gonna get grounded when report cards come out.
Let's see what we have going on around the campus. Students started school on August 8th and they hit the books right away. Remember to study hard for the 6 weeks test. You don't want to end up disappointing your teachers. Remember, if we take those tests and get an average or above, you will have a paper to show your guardians, proving that you are just as smart as them. And if you don't pick yourself up, you can always try again. We know you can do it. Studying for your 6 weeks tests are very important. You can help another friend of yours by studying together. Every 6 weeks test is very important to you and your teachers. If you try your best on each exam, you will end up passing and making your teachers proud of you. Here are what some teachers and students had to say.
I like to play music to help me focus on my studies.
And I like to study in a quiet place, example, a library.
You get a good night rest.
I read a lot of times, like at night and then during the day.
Probably read 5 hours a day. Yeah.
This is a friendly reminder that students being picked up and walking home should exercise caution when around vehicles. When coming to our school or leaving, the left lane should not be used as a drop-off or pick. When students are on campus, wait till your vehicle comes to a complete stop before getting out or in. Never cross between cars and always use the crosswalk. Also, Mr. Alvarez says to hurry up when walking across the street in front of the teacher's parking lot.
Last week, September 6th, school districts across the country participated in showing their support for the Uvalde community, but more specifically the students. Last Tuesday was their first day back at school since tragedy struck on May 25th, 2022. Students and teachers and even the community in Del Rio showed unity with Uvalde by wearing maroon and white, the official colors of the Uvalde School District. We asked some of the students why they decided to participate.
To show remorse for the lives of all those little ones that were lost.
I think it is important to wear the colors to show the support for those involved in the tragedy.
It's because I feel bad that what happened in Uvalde, because it's a sad tragedy.
I chose to wear maroon to support because it could happen to any school and anyone involved.
Let's take a look at the Rio Middle School sports. Our Rams and Queens are off to a great start.
Tennis has even started their afternoon practice. Up first, we love some tennis, run up on the cross country.
Pass it over to football and serve up some volleyball.
Let's go to sports.
Tennis is a sport that's created and designed in England in the 1870s. So the reason why tennis was created was because of a game called palm game. It began in the 12th century, which is why they used to play with just using their hands to throw the ball. Now we use rackets to throw the ball.
Why do you enjoy the sport?
It's really challenging.
I like the competition and spending time with my friends. I think it's a really fun sport and it's nice to go places.
It's really fun, and I like to focus on my mental and physical health.
I love when my athletes come up to me and they're so excited because they've beat an opponent that they couldn't beat before, or they've gotten a medal, or they just know they're improving.
Oh, it teaches you about the real world. Not everything comes easy, so you have to work for everything that you earn in life. It's the same with sports.
Cross country is a sport where you have to race an outdoor course over natural terrain. It was created in the 1870s. It was first introduced in the United States. Cross country began as a competitive sport in England in the early 1800s. If you're in cross country, you had to run at least between 2 and 6.2 miles. Cross country is a good sport to get fit and get good work.
Football season is starting around the country from NFL to college. Del Rio High School began their season a couple weeks ago, and in our own backyard, the DRMS Rams have officially played their first opponent, Pearsall, with the 8th grade blue team winning in a blowout 46-0. The origin of American football goes all the way back to 1892. It is a combination of soccer and rugby. we asked some students the importance of organized sports.
It gives them confidence and it makes them stronger and makes them better at playing a sport.
DRMS Queens continue to dominate the volleyball court. They had a tournament this past weekend in Eagle Pass with 8th grade blue team winning it all. Way to go, ladies! A couple of games will be played after school today, September 12th, and again on Wednesday, September 15th. Keep up the great work, Queens!
Del Rio Cares is a great way for students and teachers to reflect on kind gestures, mental health, and even physical health. This week's activity focuses on warning signs.
This week, Del Rio Cares is about warning signs, also for looking out for each other. These signs are mostly found on social media, hallway, lunchrooms, and classrooms. Warning signs are also found in all forms of communication like speaking, photos, videos, writing, gestures, and actions and behaviors. If you see anybody that shows any warning signs, say something and get them help. Remember, Del Rio Cares.
Here at Del Rio Middle School, we appreciate what our teachers do for the students, not just as educators, but also as a support system. Do you have a favorite teacher? Yeah, Miss Courtney. You? Mine's Miss Thomas. Today's teacher feature takes us to Mr. Elizondo.
Teachers build strong relationships with students each year, either through academia or on a personal level. Some teachers even make learning fun. Meet Mr. Elizondo. He is a 7th grade Texas history instructor who also coaches high school basketball. He's been teaching since 2001, and when asked who his favorite student is, he simply says that each student has amazing qualities that make them all his favorites.
Unanswered questions tend to take up unnecessary time and space in our heads. If we find the answers, maybe we can move on with our lives and solve bigger problems, or maybe just relax. Let's take a look at questions that need answers.
Are hot dogs sandwiches? What?
Do you have any questions that need answers? Yeah, what's the space between the nose and mouth called? The philtrum? The philtrum? Philtrum! That's it for now. See you next week!